If you clicked on this video, it's because you lack confidence. The video title talks about a strategy that's easy, that'll make you more confident at the range, and that's what I'm going to give you today. Let's face it, shooting a pistol is not complicated, but it is complex, and there's a lot of moving parts we got to put together. You know, being accurate with a pistol is pretty simple. We have to control the pistol, we have to hold the pistol, and we've got to press the trigger. And all three of those are what we're going to talk about today. If you think about it more than anything else, grip, stance, and trigger control can solve a lot of the problems people have when they're inaccurate with a pistol. So let's start right off the bat and talk about grip. We've done multiple videos on grip, but I can tell you more than anything else, excuse me guys real quick, get this. I can tell rubber gun guys, we got to get understanding of grip itself. Grip is one of those things we talk about. You got to hold the gun, you got to control the gun, and you got to press the trigger. A grip starts pretty easily with the gun being high in your hand and the tip of your finger off the trigger. So make a pistol to pick up a pistol. Now once you've got that grip here, you have this void on this side, and this is where your other hand goes. There is a lot of grips that people do that don't allow the two thumbs here to index towards the target. And what we're doing is we're laying these thumbs down to the side and using the tip of our finger to engage the trigger. Now, the grip is so important because what it wants to do, this gun wants to rattle and rock and roll when you're shooting it. If you press and pull just like this, push out and pull back just a little bit with your hand, or you could drive with your chest muscles, drive with your pecs, push that gun out, it's going to lock your wrist out and you're going to control the weapon. A lot of people make a mistake of doing some odd grip, like taking your thumb, sticking it down, and burying your other hand. Now this grip is taught an awful lot, and it's a cross thumb grip. The challenge with this cross thumb grip is that this thumb is pushing against the firearm in this direction, which causes a lot of inaccuracy. And if all of our power and all of our strength comes from this hand, we need to make sure that that touches this hand. And when you get it in here, you're able to touch the firearm. And then if we start calculating how much skin's around this firearm, it would seem I'd have more control over muzzle flip due to the fact that this is touching the gun. When I bury a thumb and wrap a hand, you can almost tell right there how much gappiness I have. Well, a firearm is a bully, and if you don't control it, it's going to want to do what it wants to do, and most likely it's going to do some flipping or muzzle flipping. So what you want to think about is when you grab a pistol, you want to get up as high as you can, and you want to wrap that hand, work it in, and press it out. For guys, if you'll press out with your chest muscles, you'll control that recoil muzzle flip as much as possible. And when the gun is flipping in your hands, you're going to have to do some kind of milking to control it. But when you press out and drive, you're almost, if you really think about it, you're almost pressing your hands together to give that a wedge effect on the handgun, which keeps it from moving up and down, right or left. So that grip is pretty solid. There are videos available for how a proper grip on our YouTube channel. I recommend you take a look at a few of those. Now let's talk about stance. Now stance is one of those deals where if you check this out, I'm going to show you a little picture here. This is a athletic stance basically. Feet shoulder width apart, driving the weapon out, and I'm going to take my weight and shift it to my toes. If I shift the weight to my toes, I'm going to get a little bit more advance on the weapon. I'm going to bend at my waist and get my nose over my toes, and this will allow us to control the recoil as it comes back on the weapon. That stance is called athletic stance. A lot of people at the range try to put one foot back, like their right foot back and their left foot forward, and kind of give them this drive, like they're pushing really hard. The problem with that stance is that you are mobility down, and you can only move in one direction according to how you're standing. Where when you have your 2 feet across from each other or shoulder width apart, you have ability to move forward, backwards, right, or left. And the stance itself is so important because that is your foundation of shooting. The foundation, if you take your right foot and go up your body, it goes to your right hand, and then as the gun comes off the hand, go back to your left foot, and you get your whole foundation. So stance, there is grip, and now we're going to talk the magic trigger control. And I've did many videos on it because it's so important. So when we're using a trigger on a pistol, we want to make sure then we got our trigger in our hand, our trigger finger. We want to think about where the trigger needs to be on our finger. And we always talk about the sort of the tip of the finger. We want to be somewhere in here. So when we are pressing that trigger, we're pressing it back into our hand and not rolling off right or left. We've done multiple demonstrations of somebody pulling the trigger, which that's pull, and then we have somebody who's putting a lot of finger in, and see how it rolls off to the left there because we're trying to pull the trigger with the crease of our finger. Now I have short fingers, so it's pretty easy for me to get there, but someone who has short fingers or someone who has long fingers may engage the trigger a lot deeper than others, and that causes that manipulation to the left. We talked about proper grip and proper stance, but the triggering control is probably the one thing that causes most of the bullet manipulation. So these three things together, we need to build this recipe up of so much grip, so much stance, so much trigger control, which in turn will make you build your confidence, and it will seem easier at the range every time you gun. So we want to get a good grip, we want a good trigger engagement, and a decent stance. And at that point in time, every time that gun recoils, it's going to get back to level on us and make it easier and easier for us to do it. Guys, as a firearms instructor who specializes in you, I put a lot of ebooks together to help you understand it. My passion is to take you to the next level. And what I've done is I put some ebooks together, which are right here in the descriptions below. And I'm willing to give you one of our books for free. All you got to do is put free book at checkout. And if you want to add a few more into the cart, I would appreciate that, and so would my family. Those books are on discount right now of 50% off. They're normally $3.99. And if you were to add one into your cart, you get the first one for free, and all the rest of them would only be $1.99 a piece. And they are about grip, and they are about stance, and they are about trigger control, they are about sight picture and sight alignment. Everything you need to do. I took each of those topics because I believe those topics are the most challenging things to teach a student, and I put them together for you. And all you really have to do is add them to the cart below. I've got a video I'm bringing up right next, and it's going to talk about why you shoot low and left. And I think this why you shoot low and left is a good video that gives you a bunch of trigger tips and tricks that will help you see it. Because if I'm going to lay it out, you could have not the greatest grip in the world, not the greatest stance in the world, but if you got a decent trigger engagement, you're going to win. But instead, if you've got a crappy trigger engagement and great control of the weapon by gripping it well, and you've got good stance, you're not going to do very well because you don't have that trigger down. I promise you, once you've got this thing down to a science, once you've built the confidence you need, accuracy will become second nature to you, and it'll be so easy for you to understand it. Grip, stance, and trigger engagement are the recipe for confidence. Do me a favor, comment below. Tell me what's the last time you went to the range, and are you a new shooter or have you been shooting for a while? Until next time, God bless, be safe, and remember, you are your first line of defense. We'll see you, folks.